A child is born, and the earth trembles. A child is born, and the angels are singing. A child is born, and the shepherds leave their cattle in the field and go to see this child. This child will one day become their good shepherd. A child is born, and 4 kings become restless. 3 are wise and seekers, and 1 is shrewd and cunning and a hater. 3 travel from very far distant land with one desire: to see that child, to discover that child, to worship and to pay homage to him. And they wish to offer him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. 1 king is sitting in his palace, disturbed, troubled, scheming, planning, with a sword in his hand, how to kill this child, how to destroy this child. Why, O kings, are you restless? Hundreds of children are born every day. Why is the birth of this one child disturbing you? Why do you feel threatened by this child in the manger? He has no army. He has no weapons. Why are you afraid of him? Why do you feel threatened by him? Why, O kings, do you want to come from far and distant lands to see this little child in the manger? Don't you have all the wisdom in the world? Don't you have all the knowledge in the world? Why do you want to come and see this child? Why do you want to come and search for this child? And the kings reply, you see, we saw a very special star in the sky, and we know from our science that a king has been born into our world. A very special king, such as never born before, such as never to be born after. He will be a sign of contradiction for the rise and the fall of many. From now onwards, our world will be divided into seekers and haters. People who are searching for the truth. People who are seeking for goodness, for love, for mercy, for compassion, for forgiveness. Who are seeking for this God King. And on the other side, the haters who feel threatened, who feel insecure by this God King. With a sword in their hand, they want to kill and destroy. And that's the only reason why they want to see this child king in the manger. From now on, our world will be divided into seekers of the light and those who want to live in the corners of darkness. The seekers of light who want to live in the light of true knowledge, true understanding, of wisdom, of godliness, and haters who sit in darkness, who prefer the dark and are afraid of the light. This child said, I am the light of the world. Those who follow me will never walk in darkness. From now on, our world will be divided into seekers of the kingdom of God and the haters who belong to the kingdom of darkness, the kingdom of the evil one. The kingdom of God has every good to offer: love, mercy, compassion, generosity, brotherliness, sisterliness. The kingdom of darkness has got just the opposite to offer: powermongers, corruption, violence, personification of evil. Today, while we are celebrating 3 kings from the east coming to see this child, and the 4th king sitting in his kingdom, scheming and manipulating the death of this child, we have a question for ourselves. To whom do we belong? What is the kind of choice that I am going to make in my personal life? Do I want to be a seeker and offer my gifts to this little child in the manger? Or do I want to be a hater and pretend to search for this child so that I may kill this child? Am I going to the crib to see this child, this newborn child, and offer him my gifts? The gift of love, the gift of my heart, the gift of my whole self? Or am I going to the crib with vengeance and hatred in my heart? This is our world reality for the last 2,000 years. And this will be our world reality till the end of time. There will always be 4 kings, 3 who come from the east in search of wisdom, knowledge, the light, goodness, the kingdom of God. And that 1 king sitting in his kingdom with a sword in his hand, scheming and planning on how to kill. 3 kings became immortal. We celebrate them year after year as a reminder for ourselves that there is still goodness in the world, that there are still seekers in the world, and there is still the child who brings light to the stars in the sky. That 1 king remains forgotten, or we remember him for his cunningness, for his crookedness, for his corruption, for his shrewdness. And we would like to remind ourselves that this is not the king that we wish to follow. What are my gifts that am I going to offer while I reach the manger? Gold? I have none. Silver? I have none. What can I offer to this child in the manger? He doesn't want your gold. He doesn't want your silver. He wants only 1 gift, the gift of your heart, the gift of your life. He wants you. He wants you. Am I going to make a gift of myself to the king? As we look at the child and the 4 kings today, each one of us is the 5th king, making our way to the manger every day. And the question for us is as clear as the star in the sky. To whom do I wish to belong? Where do I wish to belong? To the seekers or the haters?